Welcome to my channel, guys. Welcome to another video. I have not been vlogging. I have not been creating content. I have been creating little content, but I mostly post it on the YouTube shorts. Reason being, I am very busy working and so on. So I have not been posting, but I have to create this content today. Like right now, I'm creating this content, and these are cover to my new subscribers. Welcome to all of you. I appreciate all of you. Hope you are hearing me and I'm not fumbling. This week has been a very tremendous week, both locally and internationally. Jamaica has been on the news, overseas is on the news, the rich is on the news, the poor is on the news, everybody is on the news. But mostly what really catch a cake this week was the international one, and the other one that catch a cake mostly is the local one within the school. This is what date? Today is the third week of school. It is the third week of school, right? And I have a video on my phone that somebody sent me, and it is very disturbing, it is very upsetting, and it is very, very much distasteful. To the human brain. It is upsetting to intelligent people, it's upsetting to a person that is very ignorant. It is upsetting to everybody. Everybody that watch it, it is very disturbing, and it is very heartrending to know that you're sending a small child, maybe he's in grade 2 or 3 or maybe 1, but he's tiny. And a bigger boy, when you look at the boy here, the ear plait up at school, at a 12-year-old boy, and he beat the other one, almost kill him. He beat the other one, almost killing. It is called bully, and he is charged. I don't know what is happening over the summer if they don't glad to see each other, because they spend the entire 2 months at home. They spend 2 months at home, and after the 2 months, after they exceed the 2 months, school begin. I guess they are not at school to learn. This is vinegar I put on these cow feet. I'm washing these cow foot because I'm going to be cooking them. But I guess they're not at school to learn, because number one, when you send a child to school, their responsibility is not to fight. Their responsibility is to learn and achieve. And you can know mischief maker. It is called mischief maker in schools. There's a lot of things, because there is troublemaker in school, there is mischievous children in school, and there is people in general that prey on what they describe as a weak offense. Meaning people can see you and just say, oh, Ruby looks simple, she looks simple, me can walk up to her and bully her. People is like that. And then the children now born just like that. The rebellious, that is why when you're pregnant, you have to be careful what you think, what you do, because the children inherit these things when you're pregnant. The children inherit this type of bad behavior when you're pregnant. So it play out, because the amount of lick that boy give that child. I know of a fact that we condone violence. We don't do violence, but people can make you do things, right? But because when you look at this video, you're hurting the parents. The parents is being very hurt. If that child is hope that child wasn't an orphan. Because if you're an orphan and people do that, who's gonna help you? Who's gonna stand by you? No, that 12-year-old is going to be charged. He's charged. And he should be charged. He should put into, Jamaica should have a boot camp. Boot camp mean, because when you watch Jerry Singh, you see American children, when they are rude and rebellious, they put them at boot camp. So who doesn't know this is cow foot? I wash it in vinegar and water, and I'm going to set it aside. Because I am going to be, I washed this, so I am going to be pressing these garlic. So I was saying that boot camp, Jamaica need to have boot camp where you have those rebellious children, you put them there. When you say hard labor, you put them there. You have to do their schoolwork, number one. You give them yard chores. You give them punishment. You let the soldiers treat them like how they want to be treated. Treat them like rough and coarse, so that when they finish with the boot camp, eventually they no longer want to be violent again. Because you cannot, this is a small island, right? And when you do this type of bad behavior, the world see it. It's not just Jamaica saw it, it's world. Because once it go on TikTok, once it reach TikTok, and it reach YouTube and Facebook, once it reach social media, the entire world seen it. Because I have the video on my phone, I can insert it if I want. I can insert it, the clip inside of this video to show you, but I won't, because it's a matter within the law. Right now it is in the law, so I'm going to just leave it alone. But when you look at the video, the child is crying out and a little girl there saying, leave him alone, leave him alone, but no one cared to leave him alone. Yeah, the girl was saying, leave him alone, leave him alone, leave him alone, but there was no one there to say leave him alone. He also landed his foot. He also landed his foot in the little boy on the ground. That is very upsetting. On the other hand now, I was thinking, hope I'm talking loud enough, I was thinking too, where were the teachers if they did not hear the uproar? I was wondering if they did not hear the uproar, the noise that the child was making and the crying. I was wondering, where was the teacher? I agree that corporal punishment is no longer in school. This is garlic, guy. I'm cutting up garlic. Corporal punishment is no longer in school. You cannot punish a child. And believe it or not, when teachers, they give teachers less power to control these students, because teachers have no power to control, and then when something go wrong, mothers especially, they are the one that push their chest up and they go to the school, not to speak with peace but to be contentious. They go there not to speak in peace but to be contentious. And then the children see it now and say, yes, my mother will come and defend me, my father will come and defend me. But in some case, it's not like that. In some case, it is you going to have to find yourself a lawyer. In some cases, the other way around. You will have to find yourself a lawyer, because if you are sending a child to school the first 2 weeks of school, and the first thing you can hear teacher call you, police call you to come and bail your child, or you come, the worst scenario is they call you and said, come for your child because we have to take the child to the emergency room. That wasn't a part of your plan. The child does not get sick naturally. The child was brutally beaten by somebody else's child. That is the worst case scenario you want to hear when you send a child to school in the morning with the intention of the child coming home to you in one piece and come and say, Mommy, this is what our teacher gave me homework. Teacher gave me this for you to help me with. But instead of that, you will have to go to the hospital to visit your son. What happened to your son? What happened to your daughter? Your dad, sorry mom, come to the school, let us have a talk. When you go to the school, what you're going to be hearing is, Mom, you're sorry to tell you, but there was an altercation with, I am putting it pretty in top. I know it's not so they talk, but I am just prettying up into a more Bukai way, and the way it should sound, it may sound. Mom, I am just calling to let you know that your son was beaten by another student. That they're going to call you and soothe you down. They're going to call you and they're going to soothe you down in front. Let it sound good to calm you down. Which that's not what you want to hear. You have to control the children. Control them, treat them like children. When you have children, you have to treat them like they are children. You cannot treat them like they are adults. Because nobody can be wrong and get right. Nothing don't go like that. You cannot be wrong and get right. So I finish with the cold foot. So this is what I am going to do. And I'm going to be resting it in the fridge. You cannot be wrong and get right. So I press it in the fridge right now. And I have some kidney also I'm going to be cutting up. You cannot be wrong and get right. There's no sanky thing like that. No sanky thing like that. Mischief maker is everywhere. Everywhere you go, you see mischief maker. And it's not a bad thing when you see camera phones up now. Camera phone is showing up because if there was no camera phone, we wouldn't have known that this child was viciously beaten by another child into a primary school. This is sending a bad message and a wrong signal to the world. Jamaica is in a bad light already regards in what is happening. The tourism sector not getting enough tourists, enough visitors not coming in already, and then you keep getting these bad news every time. It is making the financial sector and the hotel staff not getting enough people, so the hotel workers is going to be out of a job because the visitors not coming in for people to get pay. So when you send all these bad signals out, it is very bad for the public, it is very bad for the country. It's not a good news. Parents, as I said, you have to do better with your children, especially your boys. Boys need love. Boys need care. Boys need attention. Because I sadly know these children, people that you see, whether children or adults, people that you see do wrong things, they are sad people. Sad people do sad things. Believe it or not. An happy person won't be doing these things. When I see an happy person do not commit crime. A happy person do happy things. Sad people do sad things. That's how it is in the human form. Sad people do sad things. So you have to make it right. Boys need love. Boys need mother's love. Boys need father love. Boys need attention. When I see a boy child mostly get involved in wrongdoing. When I see a boy child doing something that is not right, when they are small like this or baby, what you got to do is make sure that you tell them that this is not right. You have to watch them, you have to scold them, you don't laugh after them when they're doing wrong things. You don't laugh, don't skin your teeth, don't laugh at all. Because some things are not laughing matter. The Bible said, train up a child in the way he should grow, and when he is old, he will not depart from him. So you have to train up the children then. The Bible said also, you save the rod and spoil not the child. Because I'm telling you, teacher beat me at school, parents beat me when I was growing up. And when I look back at it, I realized that what they were scolding me about wasn't for the wrong thing, it was for the betterment of me. Right? But you may say, okay, teachers beating me because they hate me. My parents is scolding me because they hate me. You have to bring corporal punishment back in school. You have to give the teachers right. Because guess what? When the child leave home and go to school from 7 in the morning, for instance, children leave home before 7 in order to reach school for 7:30, 8:15, 7 o'clock, 7:15, 7:25. The school is responsible for them for 8 hours. The school is responsible for them for 8 hours. So you have to give back the teachers power. I agree not all teachers are there to teach. Some of them is there just for the money. They doesn't care. Because one time when my nephew used to go to a school in Kingston, I was at that school. I'm not telling you the school name, but I was at that school because of my nephew to visit to take care of personal things regarding my nephew. And when I go to the school, students were fighting there and the teacher stand up like this and the teacher was like, oh, what is in my eyesight? Not even say stop. Reason why I believe that the teacher did not pay attention, because if the teacher get involved, you're going to hear that the teachers have no right for punishment. So teachers just leave them, let them be. Teachers only teach, they don't do anything else. So when you have this type of behavior, teachers need to get back the right to students, because I don't believe that most 99% of teachers are there because they love to teach and because they love children. I don't believe a teacher is there because they don't love children. You have to give back the rights to the teachers. Teachers need back the right to punish children, and then you will bring back more discipline in Jamaica, because if you don't do that, there won't be any discipline in Jamaica school system. Because these students are going to school and say, okay, nobody can talk to me. Me have a right to bully each other. Me have a right to curse bad word. Me have a right to use my phone. Me have a right to do all manner of evil which is not right inside of the school. That means you teachers are people that students respect and look up to. And if you don't respect, if the students not respecting the teachers, how are you going to have a great society? You're not going to have a great society if the student does not respect the teacher. Teachers are the ones that mold doctors, lawyers, everybody to become who they are. Teachers teach everyone from the floor to the top, from the pillar to the pool. There's teachers who make everyone who they are today. So if teachers don't have any power, who is going to have the power? You have to give back the teachers the right in order to school. This over here I'm cutting out, it's kidney. This is called kidney. And all of us has kidney. But I don't think our kidney is this big. All of us has kidney, but I don't believe our kidney is this huge. They said this is cow kidney. Very nice with rice. Very, very nice with rice. I'm not cooking it, I'm just seasoning them up. I'm just preparing them for the day of storm. I'm just preparing them, seasoning them up, put them in the bag, put them in the fridge. When it's ready to cook, just thaw out and ready. And that's the better way to do it. I'm cutting around the fat. As you see this is fat off the meat. See this? This is out of it. This piece of meat is out of it. So I will discard this. And what I do is, when I use the meat, I always put them in bag in the freezer. These fat, like these fat, I put them in the bag in the freezer. So I discard them. I don't just throw them in the bin like that, because you don't want worm to fill your garbage bin. So I'm going to do this. It's the same when I washed it before. You know you cannot do different meat. This is the vinegar. Vinegar is very good on lime. I also have lime here, but vinegar is good for me right now. So I won't be using any lime right now. And this is what I drink in the water. Like I drink, maybe that's why I take off weight. I squeeze it in the water and drink. I was going to use the same knife, but I changed of mind. Sometimes you lost consciousness in a little bit. Whoever lost consciousness, doing something, even with your phone, you have a phone at your ears. And when you look, you're looking for the phone, and there is no phone. It happens all the time to me. This is browning. Either browning or curry we deal with. We don't like, I personally don't like white meat. Everybody like what they like, but I personally do not like. I'm gonna put this into, I'm gonna put some salt in it. Have to control the salt. Too much of one thing is not good. This is nice with rice. This is going to be into a bag. this bag. I'm going to put it into this bag for let me get a bigger spoon, because believe me, I don't like to put my hand. I don't like to put my hand on meat. Raw meat. I don't. Matter of fact, I need to get some gloves. Some clear gloves, the one that you use in the kitchen, chef gloves. I need to get some chef gloves. So I can rub in the meat. This is it. This is not all I'll be cooking today either. I'm going to be putting it in the freezer for another day. So I'm going to put it in the freezer. I was trying to take out. So this is frozen fat from meat. So I am going to be putting this one in it. And I'm putting it back in the freezer. I'm not ready yet to do this when I'm tidying up the kitchen. So this is the rest of the meat. So I am going to be putting all together so it can be discarded in an accurate manner. This right here is chicken liver. I won't be working on this tonight at all. This won't be working on tonight. This is for another day. Guys, I'm just going to guys, this is a stainless steel cleaner. It's very good. So I'm gonna close out this vlog right now, and then I'll do another one another time. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. Please remember to comment, like, subscribe, and share with everyone, share with your friends, share with your family. Help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for being a part of my channel, and I'll see you in my next vlog.